Another GT buff, of course. LF Omega Shenron is coming to Dragon Ball Legends in a really weird way like this. Just straight up, we just got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta for the last part of the anniversary 2 weeks ago, and now they're dropping another GT buff that is crazy. But you clicked on this video because you want to know whether you should summon on this guy or not. But again, if you really like Omega Shenron, which I don't think a lot of people do, but if you really like Omega Shenron, you just can go ahead. If he's your favorite character, I guess you can go ahead and summon on him. You're gonna be enjoying the unit, I guess, if he's your favorite character. If your favorite character drops, you have to summon on him. So if your favorite character is really Omega Shenron, go ahead and summon on him. Just don't watch this video. But if you want to see how this unit is gonna, if you want to like have a picture of how this unit is gonna perform in PvP, watch this video. We're going to be breaking down the kit, giving you a quick summary of the kit, and we are going to tell you if you should summon or not. So let's go. So as you guys can see here, we have the kit. As every Should You Summon video, we are going to be going through the most important things in his kit. So it's like a summary of the kit. We're not going to be reading this kit line by line. This guy is looking kind of good, but we're going to see the kit. So let's go. So first thing you want to know about this guy, that he's green. Green is a really weird element to drop right now, while Gogeta is like in every single game. So this guy might be a victim to him, but we're going to be looking at the kit and see if this guy is going to be a victim to him or not. The most important tags that he has is GT, Fusion Warriors, Powerful Opponent, and Regeneration, I guess. So these are the 4 tags that Omega Shenron, these are the 4 teams that Omega Shenron is going to be used on. I don't think Fusion Warriors, but we'll see. He's green. His Z ability is buffing GT, Powerful Opponent, and Regen. So I don't think he's going to be being used on Fusion Warriors. He's not even buffing the team. So you're really pushing it if you're using him there. He's buffing base blast attack and strike defense. When for tag GT, Powerful Opponent, and Regeneration. So he's specifically for these 3 teams. His strike card is kind of a normal card, but it has a 100% chance to inflict strong poison. So he's strike and blast, you can see here, they both inflict poison, so it's gonna be like kind of toxicity thing. He's gonna be dealing constant damage even if he's not comboing you, but I don't think strong poison is that big of a thing. Of course, blast armor on the strike card, and on the blast card there's nothing, there's just that strong poison. On blue card, there's kind of a good thing here. It gives 30% to blue card damage, normal. Attribute downgrade minus 50% to health restoration might come in handy against like endurance here on something, or maybe revival units, but you will see. For 10 counts, that's pretty good. And on hit, it has a 20% chance to inflict faint. If I don't know what 20% is gonna be like, but faint is so toxic, bro. Faint is so toxic, like you don't understand. Faint is stupid. Heavy bleed, 100% heavy bleed. Bleed is, I think, something like poison if I'm not mistaken. So if this 20% is like kind of common, this guy's blue card is going to be kind of so toxic. His green card is kind of complicated to understand, but we'll see. It gives 50 key, destroys 2 cards, cancels buff effects, might come in handy in sometimes. 2 substitution counts up. It's not an explosive green. I said in the reveals video that it's going to be an explosive green. It's not an explosive green. So it's not an AoE green card, it's a normal green card. Finally, a new character that didn't get a new explosive green card. But it locks the opponent in for 2 counts. And inflict enemies with 20% plus 20% to damage received, I guess. But on usage, I'm sorry, for the green card, you have to meet some conditions to get some effect. So if 50 timer counts have elapsed from battle, so the battle starts at 180 counts. If it's 130 counts and you use a green card, this guy's gonna go type neutral for 5 timer counts offensively and defensively, which is really good. But it's kind of like made because 50 counts is a lot. Maybe you're dead after 50 counts. If G4 catches you, you're dead after 50 counts. But if an ally already activated a Rise and Rush, you're gonna get 1 Dragon Ball, and it only activates once. And if there's a defeated battle member, so if you have an ally on your team that is dead, you're gonna draw another ultimate. So you can draw 2 ultimates, an ultimate from the green card if you have a dead ally. His ultimate has some support, I see here. He gets 20% to ultimate damage, nullifies endurance, and he gives 20% to ultimate and awakened. No one uses an awakened, but 20% to ultimate damage by allies. It only activates once, and it's uncancelable. Okay, and 20% to blue card damage by ally tag GT, powerful opponent, and regen. So GT, powerful opponent, and regen are his main teams. As I said, he's gonna be buffing those teams, buffing their blue card damage through his ultimate, and he's buffing the ultimate damage of the allies. So if you use this guy alongside G4, G4 is gonna kill. G4 is regardless killing with the ultimate, but some people in some cases live that, but this guy is just giving more support to him. That's stupid. We are like, look, we're talking about how ridiculous G4 is, and it should use summon for Omega Shenron. Like, that's stupid. The main ability is nothing special. 20% health, draws the ultimate, 40 key, cancels on attribute downgrades, minus 50 key I guess, and reduces the enemy Dragon Balls by 1. It's a normal main ability. So coming to the unique ability, this is where you see the unique abilities and the kit, you can say. So when battle starts, he gets 110% to damage inflicted, 110% to damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 70%, 50% to key recovery, and minus 5 to odds cost, card draw speed, and Dragon Ball, 1 Dragon Ball. Just from the beginning, 1 Dragon Ball, that's good. He's not going to be having key issues and card draw speed issues because there's 1 level of card draw speed, minus 5 to odds cost, and key recovery, so yeah. When this guy enters the battlefield, this is the ridiculous part. There's 20 key, you get only 20 key. Okay, 20 key is not enough. 20 key is kind of tough right here. But 90% to damage inflicted. So this guy's overall stacking up 200% to damage. This is kind of stupid because if this guy's stats ended up being like so ridiculous, this guy might do some insane damage. Because 200% is like, it's not common for an LF if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna be checking that Ultimate Gohan. If I'm gonna be putting on the screen if it is common or not, because I'm gonna be checking after this video if Ultimate Gohan has all of that, because Ultimate Gohan is the last LF we got. But 110% when the battle starts and 90% when he enters the battlefield, that's 200%. So for an LF unit, that's pretty good. 30% to blast damage, so I assume he's gonna be blast based because of that. We can't see the typing actually. Is he range type or melee type? So we have to see that through the game. Another thing is when he enters the battlefield, he gets type neutrality offensively and defensively for 5 timer counts, but only activates 3 times. So the first 3 times this guy enters the battlefield, he's gonna be getting type neutrality offensively and defensively, and he's getting type neutrality defensively for 5 counts. Every time he enters the battlefield, so it's not like for 3 times. And he's stealing enemies' green cards, and for 5 counts, yeah. And he gives 20% to damage inflicted. He gets 20% damage inflicted for 5 counts when he uses a strike or a blast. Okay, this is stackable, guys. This is stackable. He's stacking a lot of damage. Not gonna lie, this guy being green is kind of tough in this meta, but I feel like he's gonna be in a similar situation to Super Baby 2. Because Super Baby 2, when he first released, we had a lot of red units. So he wasn't like so good in the meta, but as time passed, we got a lot of purples, the reds started to fall off, and boom, Super Baby 2 is now like a top 5, top 4 unit. Not top 4, top 5, top 6 unit. This is stupid. So Omega Shenron right now with a lot of purples, but once those purples fall off and we have a lot of blues such as Vegito, and maybe we get some in the future, this guy's gonna get a lot of value. That's actually, I think that's going to be the situation. But he's stacking damage every time he uses a strike or a blast, and he already has 200%. That's tough. When the enemy, okay, that's normal. I think all of that is normal, but shortens on sub counts by 5 when enemy uses awakened arts, ultimate arts, or rise and rush. So there's no blue card in this, but the big attacks, rise and rush and ultimate, no one uses an awakened arts. And he also has that do you know that block thing? Well, the SSG Goku and I think Gogeta Blue, yeah, LF Gogeta Blue and SSG Goku does the block to the green cards. So wide range special arts, so AoE green cards such as Gogeta 4's AoE green card, what else, Ultra Gohan's AoE green card, all of those are AoE green cards. So this guy can block them, and it activates only once only, but still it's pretty good. So he has a strike cover change that is compatible with the blue card, that's normal. But his unique gauge is looking so good. His unique gauge is a kind of a better version of Super Vegito, LFU's and Super Vegito's unique gauge. You know that Vegito's unique gauge fills up by him getting Dragon Balls, and it only fills up once and it doesn't fill up again. This guy's unique gauge is actually going to be fully charged up every time he gets one Dragon Ball. So I think he's gonna be starting the battle with his unique gauge, because we saw above that he gets, when battle starts, he already gets his one Dragon Ball. So the unique gauge is gonna be charged up already, and his unique gauge actually gives some pretty good things, and you can reset it. It can reset every time you get a Dragon Ball. It fills up, and then you can reset it, and when you get another Dragon Ball, it's gonna reset. It's gonna fill up again, but it has a cooldown. Like if you let me explain here. If you get the unique gauge, pop it, empty it with some stuff that you can do. We're gonna be reading that later. Some stuff that you can do, empty it. It's if you get another Dragon Ball, it's not gonna fill up until 10 timer counts pass. So it's like a cooldown. The unique gauge can't fill, or else it's gonna be so OP, bro. And when the unique gauge is gonna reset, that's why they made the cooldown, or else it's gonna be OP. Every time this guy uses a blast or a strike, the gauge is gonna be empty. It's actually emptying through him comboing. That's pretty good. He gets 50 ki, he gets reduce impact, explode, and slice damage, and it's not stackable, so it's only activating once. Card draw speed, cover null. Cover null for 10 timer counts is pretty good. Cover null for 10 timer counts through his unique gauge, and his unique gauge is actually filling so fast. I feel like this unique gauge is going to be pretty good, and another level of card draw speed, as I said, and some debuffs to the enemy. That's pretty good. And you have another way of emptying out the unique gauge, which is by getting hit. So even if your unique gauge is full and you didn't get a combo started, he gets you in a combo. If he hits you, the unique gauge is gonna empty, and you're gonna restore health by 20%. You're gonna get 50% to blue card damage, and you're gonna reduce enemy ki by 50, and seal their ultimates. So that's pretty good. So the unique gauge is up. Let's say the unique gauge is up. The enemy hits you, already 50 ki reduced, and you get 20% health. You heal, and you get your next blue card damage, 50% to next blue card damage. That's tough. That's actually a really good unique gauge. Oh yeah, it's back. The Goku and Bardock ability, Indestructible, is actually back. So you all know how Indestructible works. I think everyone saw what Goku and Bardock does. I think that's the same thing. So Indestructible, of course, when you combo him, he has like a second life. It's kind of a better endurance. It's kind of like a comeback. Comeback is better. Comeback of Frieza, I mean the Golden Frieza comeback, but I think the comeback of Frieza is better. But still, Indestructible is pretty phenomenal against like Ryzen rushes and ultimates, that like G-Force ultimate. If you hit him, he's not gonna die, because Indestructible. Basically, Indestructible. That's the second time we get Indestructible ever. We got it first time with Goku and Bardock, and now with this guy. Indestructible, and he's restoring own health by 50%. Wait a sec. He's debuffing the enemy. I don't care about those. But destroying all of your enemy cards. So when Indestructible pops, he's gonna destroy all of your enemy cards, and when the enemy combo ends, Indestructible is gonna go, and he's gonna restore health by 50%, 20% to damage inflicted, and he's gonna get a Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball fills up unique gauge. So it only like meshes together, you can say. This guy is looking decent. Alright, so after we broke down the kit, you wanna know whether you should summon on this guy or not? And actually, after we saw the kit, I think the answer is straight up no. Unless you're a regeneration main. Powerful opponent, I don't think powerful opponent is going to be in need of this guy. You can just leader slot Evil Boo. Maybe this guy is better, but you can spend your Chrono Crystals on something even better. Like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's banner is here for another 2 days. Ultimate Gohan and SSG Goku are still here. SSG Goku is not talk about him, he's not good. But Ultimate Gohan's banner is still here for around until I think the 3rd of August, which is pretty good. You can summon on this banner and get better value, build other teams. Maybe for a regen main, you're kind of forced to summon because he's looking good, but being green in this meta, I know he has a lot of type neutrality, defensively and offensively, and he has Indestructible, but are you really going to be summoning because of those? So I think if you're a GT main, it's worth it's worth like invest in your chrono crystals or on Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta before he goes, because Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is stupid. Getting another copy if you have like 2 copies or something, or only 1 copy. And I need to see more playtime of this guy, but I feel like he's not gonna be that necessary for GT. GT is already pretty good. I know they don't have a green, but being green in this meta, there's 3 really good purples: Frieza, Ultimate Gohan, and G4, of course, being in every single game. You're practically facing a purple every single game, so using this guy is kind of tough. And if you want to know whether I'm summoning or not, I'm not going to be summoning. I don't care about Omega Shenron. I don't main either GT, Powerful Opponent, nor Regen. Bro, I'm not even touching this guy's banner. We are saving right now. We are going to be starting the saving. Unless we get a Beast Gohan or something really hyped throughout from here until the festival, we are saving. We are going to be saving, buddy. So thank you guys for watching the video. Let me know in the comment section below if you're going to be summoning on the new LF Omega Shenron. I gave you my advice. We need to see more playtime with him in PvP and see his stats, see how he's gonna perform against guys like G4. Maybe I'm gonna be coming with another should you summon video, kind of, maybe in a short version after this guy releases, just to correct what I'm saying right now, because I don't know what I'm saying. Saying that Omega Shenron is not worth summoning for is kind of tough right now, because he's green, but he has a lot of neutrality, indestructible. I don't know if he's gonna be necessary for GT. That's why I'm going to be saying that he's not worth summoning for right now. But we're going to end the video off here. Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.